Hola amigos, espero y disfruten de mi siguiente receta.
Hola para todos mis amigos de YouTube y Facebook, estamos de nuevo con las recetas. Como saben, todos los sábados tenemos una receta muy especial ahora, pero antes de empezar mi receta yo quiero mandar unos saluditos muy importantes a Ana Cornejo, Antonio Lara de Madera, California, son unos saluditos muy especiales, y también a Diego López y a Vanessa Soto de Arizona, de Phoenix, Arizona. Y luego también le vamos a mandar unos saluditos a mi sobrina Esmeralda Valtierra, que la quiero mucho, y pues besitos, que aquí está muy cerquitas y le van a llegar muy rápido. Entonces pues aquí estoy con mi sobrino Patricio, y este es el que pues nos va a dar la receta, una receta especial que tenemos muy rica, así es de que va a seguir él.
Hey guys, tonight, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a classic dish for summertime and game time coming up for a barbecue thing. It's going to be beer brats with a twist. So a lot of times people just get regular original brats and they'll soak them in beer and then they'll barbecue them and stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a spicy brat, and then we're going to do the same thing, but we're also going to add a little bit of a pepper covering for the brats. So we'll get started. You got to have your Italian hot sausage. So a brat is just pork. So sometimes you'll see at a store where it says brats. You can use those. I prefer these because they got a little bit of a kick. So you're going to need 2 packages of the Italian hot sausage. Then you're also going to need, I like to do a lot of color. So I use 3 different types of peppers. I do a red, a yellow, and a green just because it makes it pop a little bit more. Obviously, you got to have a white onion. And then I do something that's really different when we say a twist. I use a crab boil that I boil the brats in along with the beer. Now, you can use any kind of beer you want. Normally, a lager is good, but average person, Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Lite, a good beer. It's not too hard on the taste. It does really, really good. You need a little bit of salt and pepper and butter for when you make your covering with the peppers. A couple bottles of water, and then 3 cans of beer, and then we'll start getting them boiled and be on our way to a really great summertime game time meal. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start opening our packages for the brats. We're gonna go ahead and put, like I said, a couple bottles of water. So it's probably about 2 cups, 2.5 cups, depending on what you want. We're gonna put that in here. We'll get our stove on high. And then we're gonna open up our beer. I recommend probably about 3 cans. If you're only gonna do 1 package, they could be a little bit smaller of a pot, and maybe 2 cans, 1.5 cans. Don't ever want to waste beer. So whoever's cooking, you can put 2.5, 1.5, and drink the rest. That'll be good. But whatever you do, you want to put enough liquid in here to make sure the brats are fully covered. Because what our goal on this is to infuse the beer, the crab boil, and actually pretty much pre-cook the brats, so that later when we go to put them on the grill, we already know that they're 100% cooked on the inside, because the last thing you want to do with pork is get anybody sick. So you get your beer in there, you get the water going, and like I said, I like the Zatarain's crab boil. It's got a lot of good flavor. It's a pre-made pouch, got a little bit of spice. You put that in, and then we're just going to take and we're going to put each one of the brats in here, and kind of how I know when they're done, you can always use a thermometer if you want, just check the internal temperature. Believe it or not, when they're pretty much cooked, they'll float. It'll probably take about 20 minutes or so to cook them, but you want to make sure that there's enough liquid in there that they're fully covered. You put that in there, and then the beer and this awesome seasoning will infuse with those brats before you cook them. So you do that, and then we have to wait probably about 20 minutes, and then we'll move forward. Hey, so one thing just to kind of add, when you go to serve this, you can use a lot of different breads. I use just a basic hot dog bun, You could use a hoagie. You could toast it. But just make sure that you have something that's big enough when you put the brat and then put the peppers on top. It doesn't get too soggy or too big. For us on today, we're just going to use a basic hot dog potato bun. Any bread will do that you want. Okay, so it's been about like 35 minutes and you can see the brats are really good. We're going to go ahead and turn this off. And you see how they're floating? That pretty much means they've already been 100% cooked on the inside. If you question that, you could use a thermometer. You need about 155, 160 degrees. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to drain the juice and then we're going to take it outside. And tonight what we're going to do is something a little bit different. We're going to put them in a smoker. But normally, normal person, have your grill going and then we'll cook from there. So give me a couple seconds. We got to drain this and then we'll go out to the smoker. Okay, hey, so we've already drained the brats. We're out here with our smoker tonight. So you have a couple options. With the smoker, we're gonna do about 225 for 45 minutes. Or if you just have a standard grill, charcoal grill, gas grill, it's probably about like 7 to 10 minutes. With the flame, you're gonna wanna get them and get a good sear on them. But so tonight we're gonna try something a little bit different with a smoker. But I would like to say is that with all the recipes that you see we're doing, you got my tia with everything. So if you want to subscribe to their YouTube channel to get a free cookbook with all these awesome recipes, it would be to Mia. It'd be Recetas Caseras de Mi Familia. If you do that on the YouTube channel, subscribe, and then you could get a free recipe book. It has almost 400 recipes, outstanding, on top of the one tonight. Okay, so now we're going to take the brats and we're going to put them in the smoker. So you have a couple options where it's closed or an open flame. Tonight we're going to do both. We're going to put them on the side. Right now it's going to probably be about 45 minutes with them being cooked. And then what we're going to do at the very end, probably like the last 10 minutes or so, we're going to put them over the open flame just to give them a little bit of a sear, so you get a little bit of char marks on them. I promise you, you will really, really like what's going to happen with these brats. Okay guys, we're about 10 minutes out from the brats that we're going to check out there. So what we're going to start doing now is we're going to make our covering with the peppers. So what you're going to need is you're going to need, I like 3 different bell peppers. You got the green, the yellow, the red, and a cebolla, an onion. It's going to be really good. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of butter. And then if you have a salt and pepper like this, probably like 4 or 5 turns. Same thing with the salt, or it'd be like half a teaspoon of each one, right? So we're going to do that so that when the brats come out, you put them on, that's going to be really, really good. Hey, once again, guys, you really got to subscribe to this channel for the YouTube, right? For my tia. So it's Recetas de Mi Familia. Almost 400 recipes in here on top of the one tonight. I promise you, you won't fail on any one of those. So we're going to cut these up right now, and then about 10 minutes, we're going to have some great brats. Hey, so when we cut these up, guys, you got to know that you don't want cubes or anything. So you're going to cut a little bit. You obviously got to clean the inside of them out. And then, because you want to get rid of the seeds, you go ahead and cut them long ways like this and like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to cut them like this so that they're going to be kind of long. So once we put them inside the pot with the butter and the pepper or the spices, that you can be able to lay them nice right on top of the brat. So it'd be like that. That's how you should do it. Okay, so we've already chopped off our vegetables that we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and do the topping for this. So any kind of pot will work, right? We have a nice big one here. You could use something a little bit smaller. It's going to be really simple on the topping. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your pan hot. You're going to take probably about 2 tablespoons of butter, right? Let that start melting down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do, if you don't have a salt grinder like this, normally it's just a couple things of salt. But if you have a regular one, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 dashes. It's about a quarter of a little spoon, right? Same thing with pepper. You're just gonna do like 5, 6 things. If you need to, you can use just a little quarter tablespoon type thing. And you're gonna let this get nice and hot, right? So it's starting to get a little bit warm. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put all your vegetables in here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook these and saute them again until they're nice and soft, because that's gonna be a really good topping for the brat. So you gotta get your pan hot. It's gonna probably take about 10, 15 minutes. So, you know, already we've got the brats out there. They're about finished. And you're just gonna have to keep kind of sauteing. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Once again, I really, really want you guys to think about subscribing to the YouTube channel for Recetas Casera de mi Familia. Almost 400 recipes. They're outstanding, not to mention the one that we're doing tonight. So I think you guys should really do that. If you subscribe, we'll send you this cookbook, all right? Thank you. Okay, guys, hey, we've been about like 35 minutes in here in the smoker. Again, it's a little bit different. If you have a normal grill, it wouldn't take this long, but we're doing a little bit different. So these have been in here. So what we're gonna do is on this smoker, you can have a little bit of a flame. We're just gonna kind of move these over for about 2 or 3 minutes right here, just to see. You see how nice and dark they are? They got a good char, good heat, right? So we're gonna do this for like about 2 or 3 minutes. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these off. Be outstanding. Once again, if you do them on an actual grill with an open flame, it's probably about 7 to 12 minutes, maybe 10, so it sears them a little bit better. Once again, guys, I tell you, you guys gotta subscribe to this YouTube channel, Receta Casera de mi Familia. Outstanding recipes, almost 400 on top of what we got tonight. You will not go wrong. Enjoy. Okay, hey, so we're finally done. We've got our plates going on. We've got the bun, we got the brat, we got the peppers. We got this outstanding col sopa that my tia made that's also inside her recipe book, along with the tamarindo drink, same thing. Once again, I'm telling you guys, you cannot mess up if you don't subscribe to this for Recetas Caseras de mi Familia, recipes and all this. But you can put any toppings you want. So if you want mayo, you want mustard, you can do whatever you want. But for us, we're gonna keep it simple and plain. We got the brat, the bun, and the peppers. So I'm thinking that we should try this. What do you think, Juan?
Yeah.
It's gonna be outstanding.
Vamos a probarlo.
Mm. 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 This sopa is gonna be the best, I promise you. Mm. So I'll tell you this, if you want a great game time thing, you got the sopita, the sopa, the brat, the jalapeno, the tamarindo, you can't miss. Again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel of Recetas Casera de mi Familia, and all this will be yours. Thank you.